What it do, Durag Nation? San Diego Comic-Con is this week, and it's going to be huge for superhero fans. Marvel Studios finally dropped the Avengers Doomsday trailer after hiding it like it's a state secret, and now Marvel has even more for Hall H. But the superhero games might low-key have the most exciting reveals of the week. There are 5 Marvel games presenting at San Diego this year, headlined by a massive panel all about Marvel's Wolverine, as well as a non-Marvel superhero title that was my favorite game of 2025 and has me just excited as seeing another Wolverine trailer. So today I'm breaking out everything you superhero gamers need to know heading into Comic-Con in a few days. Starting with the Marvel side, let's get it. Thursday, 11:15 a.m. Pacific, PlayStation is invading San Diego Comic-Con with 3 straight panels all about some of their biggest upcoming projects. And it kicks off with the Marvel's Wolverine Deep Cuts panel from Insomniac Games. Insomniac has been flooding the internet with gameplay and news about their mature rated take on a Wolverine solo game, including another trailer a week before Comic-Con called Ain't No Hero that teased their take on the Wolverine and Jean Grey relationship while giving us our first look at another iconic Wolverine villain, Lady Deathstrike. This will be the first time Insomniac will be at Hall H since their symbiotic relationships panel for Spider-Man 2 back in 2023. And if Deep Cuts is anything like that, this will be a day you won't want to miss. All of the game directors for Wolverine will be taking the stage, as well as both Lee McIntyre, who plays Wolverine, and Kritia Bajos, who plays Jean Grey. They'll be answering questions for a full hour while showing never-before-seen content, which will likely include concept art, more suits, and a huge reveal at the end. Back in 2023, they closed out the hour-long panel with the world premiere of 2 trailers, the official Spider-Man 2 story trailer and a promo for the special Spider-Man-themed PS5 bundle. I'm expecting the same from Marvel's Wolverine, with a story trailer that will likely give us more information on the team's relationship with Jean Grey, the origins of Team X, the mutant Black Ops group Wolverine was part of that fought to save their own kind since the X-Men don't exist yet, as well as possibly more villains. Someone like Juggernaut, Silver Samurai, or Mr. Sinister would be perfect additions to the game, whose main villains right now are Omega Red, Ogun, and Bolivar Trask, the creator of the Sentinel program. I'd also love a fight with Hulk, which Insomniac included an Easter egg for in the first trailer. Hulk smash that like button if you want that boss fight. The other expected reveal of a Wolverine PS5 bundle with custom DualSense controller and faceplates would also be very much appreciated and make up for the fact this game won't have a collector's edition. But at least it has a disc. Also hope whoever is asking Insomniac questions slips in something about DLC. We know Insomniac wanted to have more post-launch content for Spider-Man 2, but the cyber attack ruined it. So I'd be curious if they'll also reveal plans immediately for a story expansion like they did for Spider-Man PS4, or if they'll at the very least answer whether or not post-launch support, whether it's just new costumes or more missions, is something they have in the works. Right after Wolverine in the same room is Marvel Tōkon Fighting Souls, the Behind the Battle panel. This Art System Works 4v4 Marvel Tag Fighter and has been on a serious run of hype. The roster is now fully locked, 20 characters across 5 teams. The recent reveals stacked up fast. Green Goblin and Carnage rounding out the villain squad, the Knights of Doom, and then at EVO 2026, they dropped the final team, the Samurai Outriders, which brought in Blade and Deadpool alongside Ghost Rider. Nolan North's back as Deadpool, and his ultimate literally summons the Deadpool corpse, which is exactly as unhinged as it should be. They also just revealed the highly anticipated Punk Storm costume will be included in the Ultimate Edition, which I need now. But the actual headline going into the weekend isn't a skin, it's the open beta, July 24th through the 26th, PS5 and PC. And unlike those tiny closed betas, this one lets you run 15 of the 20 fighters. That's the real test. Full teams, a real training area, and everyone finally getting hands-on days before launch. Well, almost everyone. Which brings us to the controversy, because everyone won't be able to enjoy this game. The PC version requires a linked PSN account for crossplay, and because PSN doesn't operate in 132 countries, the game is straight up blocked from sale in all of them. This is the same issue that nearly tanked Helldivers 2, so hopefully Sony lifts the requirement like they did for that game. They certainly do not need any more gamers mad at them. Marvel Games has also set up at the Marriott for a mini game showcase. Marvel Future Fight's running a hands-on event where you take Spider-Man against World Boss Thanos, and Marvel Contest of Champions is debuting a brand new mode called Towers. Plus other surprise reveals were teased. Hopefully for the elite co-op Marvel RPG, Project Comet, that's basically Genshin Impact, but with Marvel superheroes. Speaking of multiplayer, Marvel Rivals is getting not 1, but 2 panels this week, including Meet the Cast, where you can actually get in a room with the developers and voice actors behind the roster. And the timing is perfect because Season 9 just got spicier with the official in-game reveal of the Hood, who arrives on the roster August 7th in Season 9.5, as well as the official tease of what appears to be the new Season 10 hero, Gore the God Butcher, who's revealed to be responsible for the death of Apocalypse at the end of the free event. But if you want a preview of the new content dropping dropping next month, you'll want to check out their panel on Friday at 10 a.m. PT called Ignite the Summer. Those swimsuits were so popular, they had to build a whole Comic-Con panel around it. The team will be there to discuss everything that went into the summer special and have promised exclusive announcements. We should expect a new wave of summer outfits to be shown off here. Earlier this month, Marvel Comics dropped a new swimsuit comic called Brand New Beach Day, and just like last year's comic, it includes a preview of summer costumes that will be arriving in Marvel Rivals. A lot of roster has some already, but a bunch of the remaining heroes who don't have swimsuits were featured in the comic, including Black Cat, Angela, Rogue, and Storm, who many Rivals fans are upset hasn't gotten any new costumes in the store or pass in over 6 months, despite there being 2 Hellfire Galas and the current season taking place in Africa. If they reveal another wave of swimsuit costumes and Storm isn't included, I think players will start rioting. But the game I'm excited to see at Comic-Con just as much as Wolverine is Dispatch, one of the best gaming underdog stories you'll ever hear. Dispatch is a choice-driven superhero workplace comedy from Ad Hoc Studio, founded by the Telltale veterans behind The Wolf Among Us and Tales from the Borderlands, starring Aaron Paul as a washed-up hero who loses his mech suit and gets stuck running a dispatch desk for a team of reforming supervillains. And the studio's been open about how close this thing came to never existing. Publishers and investors flat out turned them down, pointing at the data and saying narrative games like this don't sell. Joke's on them, Dispatch just confirmed it has sold 4 million copies. Those numbers will continue to climb as Dispatch revealed they're coming to Xbox on July 29th, right at the end of this month, with Play Anywhere and cloud support. So now the question fans have been asking nonstop is, when are we getting Season 2? The devs originally didn't even consider it until the game shockingly sold 1 million copies in 10 days. Once it went past 3 million, Ad Hoc confirmed they had a meeting to discuss Season 2 and the future of the Dispatch franchise. And we could hear the results of that meeting at Comic-Con. On July 24th, the entire voice cast is getting together for a panel called Off the Clock with the Z Team, moderated by Aaron Yvette, the voice of Blind Blazer, the correct romance option. There will be autographs, exclusive giveaways, and they'll of course be yapping about the amazing game that brought them all together. Hopefully it will include an announcement either in the room or on socials about the next season of Dispatch, because there's still so much more story they could tell. No spoilers, but the story leaves a lot of places for them to go for a Season 2 by the end. Most importantly though, there is an opportunity to expand the romance options beyond 2. It was tragic we couldn't wife up Malevola, so I'm looking forward to more options in the new season, such as Brain Book or my personal favorite, Psychic. The goth villain was originally going to be part of the Z Team roster, but got cut and turned into a regular villain instead. To be clear, we're only waiting for a Season 2 announcement. I'm not expecting to even see footage of it for at least another year, since they wouldn't even have started development on it until a few months ago at the earliest. Plus, Ad Hoc already have another game in development they put on hold to finish Dispatch. Whenever there is new Dispatch content, best believe I'll be there. If you're wondering where DC is, or other upcoming superhero games, I have a video breaking down every single confirmed superhero game arriving in 2026 and beyond, and you can definitely expect to hear more from some of these before the year is over. Click the video on screen to learn more, but if you're watching this on your TV, check it out under my must play superhero games playlist. And a huge shout out to everyone supporting me on Patreon. Join for free so you never miss an update.